Here's a shocking truth. More than 50% of new franchise brands in the Philippines fail within just 3 years. Yes, half of those shiny, promising businesses that launch with excitement, confidence, and investment end up closing their doors before even celebrating their 3rd anniversary. But why? Is it because of bad luck? A weak economy? Competition? The real reasons go much deeper. And if you're planning to invest in or build a franchise, you need to understand them now, or risk becoming part of that 50%. Core concept of franchising is franchisees pay you money to learn your business model and get your systems so that they can make more money. I.e., your priority must be, how can you ensure that your franchisees make money first before you make money as well? More reasons as follows. Unable to justify their franchise package fees with numbers and data, not trained to sell their franchise package. Lousy franchise package, and franchisees don't see how they can break even fast within 18 months or less and make good money after. Lack of constant franchisee leads. Rely on expensive franchise expo booths once a year to attract franchisees, when the smart way is to build an evergreen franchisee marketing funnel to have daily inquiries. Weak franchise agreements that don't protect the brand, indirectly creating more competitors who were ex-franchisees. Welcome back to the channel, your ultimate guide to building profitable, scalable, and investable companies. Reason number 1, no strong business foundation. Let's start with the number 1 reason, weak foundations. Many new franchise brands are born out of small, single-location businesses that experienced quick local success. They tasted a bit of profit, and suddenly they decide to franchise overnight. But here's the problem. Franchising isn't just about duplicating a store. It requires solid systems, operations manuals, consistent supply chain, financial tracking, quality control, and brand identity. Without those, the moment they expand, everything falls apart. And when multiple franchisees are depending on weak systems, even a small crack can cause the entire network to collapse. Reason number 2, lack of franchisee support. Second big reason, poor support for franchisees. When someone buys a franchise, they're not just buying a product or a logo, they're buying a system, a proven way to succeed. But many new franchisors overpromise and underdeliver. No proper training, no marketing support, no help with location or operations. Franchisees end up struggling on their own, and when one branch fails, it affects the reputation of the entire brand. In the franchise world, one weak link can break the whole chain. Reason number 3, chasing trends, not building brands. Third, chasing trends instead of building a real brand. Remember the milk tea boom, the shawarma wave, the samgyeopsal craze? When something becomes a hot trend in the Philippines, dozens, even hundreds, of small franchise brands pop up overnight. They ride the hype but forget to build long-term identity. And when the hype fades, only the strong, well-structured brands survive. The rest, they vanish quietly. Real brands have stories, loyal customers, and solid systems. Trend chasers don't. Reason number 4, poor location strategy. Fourth, wrong locations. No matter how good your product is, if your store's in a bad spot, foot traffic dies, and so does your business. Many new franchisors don't have clear guidelines on site selection. They leave it up to the franchisee, who often picks the cheapest rent or a location they feel is good. But business isn't about feelings, it's about strategy. Without proper feasibility studies, location analysis, and sales forecasting, franchises open in places where they were doomed from the start. Reason number 5, poor financial management. Fifth, money problems. Many franchisors underestimate how much capital is needed to sustain operations, marketing, supply chain, and support systems. They spend heavily on branding and launch, but forget about sustainability. Franchisees, on the other hand, sometimes expect instant profit without understanding real cash flow. When sales drop even slightly, many don't have the buffer to survive. Within months, they close, and when too many branches fold, the entire brand loses credibility. Reason number 6, lack of trust and transparency. Another huge reason is broken trust. Franchising is a partnership. Franchisees put their hard-earned money and trust into a brand. But when franchisors fail to be transparent, with numbers, with updates, with problems, that trust is shattered. Once franchisees feel abandoned or cheated, they start backing out, and the network starts shrinking fast. Strong franchise brands are built not just on profit, but on relationships. Reason number 7, no long-term vision. And finally, no long-term vision. Many new franchise brands think short-term. They focus on how fast they can sell franchise packages, not how long they can keep franchisees successful. They want to earn from the franchise fee, not from the long-term performance of each branch. That's why they burn out quickly. The most successful franchises are built slowly, carefully, and with a vision that goes beyond just next month's sales. Reality check. So when we say 50% of new franchises fail within 3 years, it's not because the market is broken. It's because many brands are built on weak systems, short-term thinking, and lack of real support. Franchising can be incredibly profitable, but only when it's done right. How to avoid being part of the 50%. If you're planning to start a franchise brand, here's the truth. Don't rush. Build strong foundations first. Create systems before selling franchises. Support your franchisees like partners, not just customers. Focus on long-term brand building, not just trends. Be transparent, consistent, and financially disciplined. And if you're planning to invest in a franchise, make sure to ask tough questions. Check their systems, investigate their history, talk to other franchisees. A smart investor doesn't just buy the hype, they buy the truth. Franchising is one of the most powerful business models in the Philippines. But like any powerful tool, if used wrong, it can break you. Now you know why half of these new brands fail, and how to make sure you're not part of that statistic. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's thinking about starting or investing in a franchise. Let's build smarter businesses, not just popular ones. See you in the next video.